We're still in summer, although things are slowly starting to change now. And we need to start thinking about what we're going to do with the lawns. Now there is some morning dew, so that's a good sign. It means now is time to start thinking about what we're going to do and if we want to do any lawn renovation work. But even if you don't want to do any lawn renovation work, it's still time to think, what can we do? We're going to be getting worms coming up, so we need to think about that. Now there's no rock solid ways that I know of to deal with worms. There were years ago some really good products, but now most of these have been banned. But there are a few things you can do which can help. You can put some iron sulfate on the lawn, and that's going to help to slightly acidify the soil, which does help to suppress them a little bit, but it's not perfect. There are soil conditioners you can buy, such as Purity, and if you put it on at a heavy enough dose, usually a bit more than what they recommend, it can sometimes have an effect at keeping them down. And at one point, golf courses were trying to use a lot of sand, putting lots and lots of sand down, which did help a bit, but you need a lot of sand. But no matter what you say, no matter what you do, we are now almost at that point where the worms are going to start coming up, where things are starting to happen. So now is a good time to get started and get some iron sulfate on, just to get the ball rolling. And today is as good a day as any. I've got a few more things to do on the lawn. But it always starts with a mow. Let's give it a mow. And now we're going to verticut. You see we've got these vertical blades in here. This cartridge was provided by Mototech. I'll leave a link to his website in the description, but he does these a lot cheaper than what you buy online. Now the purpose of verticutting is for the blades to cut vertically into the lawn. It's designed to just cut into stems of the grass plant which are growing across the lawn, like weed grasses. They tend to creep across the lawn, across the surface, so this will gently cut into them and weaken it, allowing the other grasses to thicken up. You've got a height adjustment here. This one goes down to the left. Now I'm actually going to go up a little bit because it was cutting quite deep, but it leaves it looking a little bit rough, but that's fine. It recovers within a couple of weeks. But I am just going to raise it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Now it helps if your lawn's reasonably flat. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want reasonably flat. Petrol on. So what you can see, it's very, very minimal. It's like an even gentler form of scarify. Scarifying goes deep into the soil and removes layers of thatch. This is not designed for that. This is just to thin out the sward a little bit and cut into any creeping stems. We're trying to reduce the amount of weed grasses that we get into the lawn. Right, we're not looking too bad at the moment. I'm quite happy with that. As you step further up, you can see parallel to that tree on next doors, you can see an area just there where it's going a different colour, and that's because the roots are becoming that way and taking the moisture out of the ground. Now we can't actually cure that unless we put some extra water on, a bit of a wetting agent, which I'm planning on doing. So keeping a lawn nice is just as simple as regular mowing, regular watering where you can, fertilising, a little bit of seaweed, just all these little extras all help, but the main two things are regular mowing and watering where you can. Once you get that, you'll start to get a nicer lawn over time, especially when you cut it a little bit longer, because it will help to thicken up and that will help to suppress weeds, it will help to suppress moss, so it's a good thing to do. So if you've enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so I can help more people. If you subscribe, you comment, you like and you share, what happens is it gets shared to other people, so then they can get their lawns looking nice too. So hopefully that'll show you that it does actually work. If you've enjoyed this, I have now got a second channel called Behind the Lawn. Please feel free to check it out. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.